everybody. I'm glad that you're here. So anyway, I'm back. And you're like, oh, wow, Mumble Sandy, you... Another one? Yeah. So anyway, someone asked why I hadn't been doing any videos in a long time. Because I'm the type of person that, number one, there's life to live. Number two, if I don't have anything to say, just not gonna say nothing. But now I do have something to say. If you want to know more about what's going on and, things that I'll be doing a lot more this upcoming year. Okay. If you looked at my prior video that I just made, I made a video about spiritual clarity and getting the clarity that you need. So if you're in need of that, don't forget you can reach me at help@mambosandy.com, and it's $77 for that ritual. It's an ongoing ritual I'll be doing, so that's like one of the things I'll be doing. And all you got to do is put in the subject line is, spiritual clarity, and I'll know, or my assistant will know which way to go to take care of what you need to do. Okay, so next. Why haven't I been doing any YouTube videos? What's the real reason? I just said life. Life and spiritual growth. When you're on a spiritual journey, it's ongoing. It doesn't stop. And you'll have different parts in your spiritual journey that will take you different ways. Different things will be basically cut out your life. It's just how it is. All right. And there's those spiritual growing pains. And sometimes, you'll go through good patches, and sometimes you go through rough patches. And that's why I'm also making this video today to talk about a real spiritual journey. I've made one in the past before, but I'm going to make this today because some people maybe don't want to dig all the way back to the videos that I made, which is understandable. Time is precious. Okay, so a spiritual journey is not what you see a lot of times online, on TV, wherever, okay? A spiritual journey can be a wonderful thing if you're truly ready for it. But a spiritual journey, number one, it's not sunshine and rainbows. Because once you get on a spiritual journey, what starts to happen is you start to grow. And when you grow, you start to outgrow things. All right? You start to outgrow certain people. Certain things that you've held on to for a very long time that you might think have been good for you, you start to let go of those things. Certain people will start to move out your life. You might all of a sudden start to have a change of heart, even about your career. Yes, it happens. Because when you start to open up your spiritual self and you start to get on the right track for you, there is a big possibility you might do a 360, you might do a 180. Who knows? But there's going to be a significant change a lot of times, unless you're already doing what you're supposed to do. And maybe there might be other areas of your life that are not in sync with what you are supposed to do. Okay? So don't think that a spiritual journey is something that, it can be that it's like, this unicorn is going to come out and everything is going to be fine and it's perfect. No. No. I know people who have taken on a spiritual journey. And guess what? They'll notice that they'll end up with a whole new set of friends. Yes. A whole different way of living. Because you start to wake up and you start to see what is really what is for you. And you'll start to see on your spiritual journey, like, oh my God, I've been doing this wrong all along. Then once you start to get in sync with yourself, things start to flow. Now, let me explain that. Okay, and this is going to go into another video. When you are spiritually out of balance and you're not on the journey that you're supposed to be on, you're going to collect spiritual baggage. You're going to collect spiritual baggage. You're going to collect causa or cause spirits. And it is forever how long they've been there, that baggage has been there. It's going to take a little time to start digging you out the dirt. So don't think that as soon as you get started, things are just going to fall away. No, it took time for you to get to this place that you are. So don't be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry. Don't think, whatever padrina, madrina, godparent, that they're not doing their job or whatever it may be. No, what it is that depending on how much spiritual filth you have on you, it's going to take you some time to get that off of you. It didn't just all gather up on you in a month. So don't think it's going to be all gone in a month. Sometimes it might be a year, 2 years, depending on if you're doing what you're supposed to do. Now, if you see some of my old videos, you've heard me say some people like to get on a spiritual journey and they like to start and stop and start and stop. That's one of the biggest reasons why spiritual journeys end and people stay stuck. Because you start to make excuses as to why you can't do this and why you can't do that. Now, granted, there are some people out there that basically you are on hard times, okay? But then you have to start asking yourself, why am I on hard times? Or you start to, the other trend that I have witnessed is things start going good for you and then you forget. You stop doing what you're supposed to do. And then all the problems start to mount and come back and sometimes double. And you're like, I don't know why this is happening. It's simple. Because you thought that you knew better than your godparent or your spiritual worker, or you tried to be slick. I'm going to call it how it is. That's what you tried to do. So when you did that, guess what happens? You end up back in the same dirt. So a spiritual journey is a thing that you must be ready for, and you must be ready to invest in yourself. If you can invest in a new car or mundane things, you can invest in your spirituality. Because your spirituality, your soul, is something that many people don't take care of. People take care of their body, they take care of their possessions, they take care of their family and friends, but they do not take care of themselves. They do not take care of their soul. They do not take care of their spirit. They act like, I don't have to do that. This is more important than that. Well, let me give you a wake-up call. A public service announcement. When your spiritual life is out of whack, your physical life is out of whack. You will make some messed up decisions. You will do things that basically you really don't need to be doing, but you'll think that they're right because you're out of whack. You're out of sync. So if your spiritual body is dirty, when's the last time you had a spiritual bath? And I'm not talking about you doing it. I'm talking about you calling up your trained, properly trained, let me repeat that, your properly trained spiritual worker and got a spiritual bath made for you, so you can start digging yourself out of the crap. When? That's the first step. That's one of the first steps. When was the last time you got a spiritual tune-up? You go get your car maintenance. You go get your hair done. When was the last time that you did something for your spiritual body? Oh, and please, understand this too. All those little memes that you see on Instagram, don't let them fool you, darling. Don't let them fool you and tell you, well, if you think this way it's going to happen. Depends on how much crap you have on you, sweetheart. It depends on how much nonsense you've had built up on you. It depends on what kind of cause spirit, Kausa, you have on you. Because that might not work for you. Because all of a sudden everybody wants to be a philosopher, giving out wrong advice. Telling people that I have nothing against crystals, I have nothing against stones. But sweetie, if your life is out of balance, a crystal is not gonna help you. Okay? If you have mountains of crap on you, once you get yourself together, it can, I'm gonna say, enhance you. Don't go for the buto. Don't go for the BS. Please don't. Because a lot of people want quick fixes. And a spiritual journey is not a quick fix. It just is not. So, there you have it. If you're ready to get on your journey, please feel free to contact me. help@mambosandy.com. Book a paid consultation. And we can get you on your way. We can get you on your journey so you can start to live your life. So you can start to live, really, and be on the right track for yourself. All right? This is Mambo Sandy, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.